Yes, guys, it's another video from your boy Flicks. So, Heung Son bids well to Tottenham Hotspur after 10 very, very loyal years with the club. And look, here we are, look, roll the intro. Yeah, man, Heung Son, or Son Heung-min as it's pronounced in South Korea. It's man, honestly, I was dreading this day, you know. I was literally dreading this day because obviously Son announced that he wants to leave Tottenham, and it looked like that it was his last game against Newcastle out in his home country in South Korea. And yeah, man, I'm just going to read a little part from BBC Sport. So Son makes emotional Spurs farewell. How much will you miss him, or how much will they miss him? Well, if you're asking me, then you already know the answer to that. Sonny is just he is not only a phenomenal football player, but he is an absolute legend and one of the nicest people you could possibly ever meet. You know, he's so down to earth. But yeah, man, I'm just going to read a little part from this. So Son Heung-min made an emotional farewell as he played what is expected to be his final game of his Tottenham career in front of his adoring home supporters out in South Korea. The South Korea forward was embraced by his Spurs teammates and the opposing Newcastle players as they performed a guard of honour, which he was substituted in the 65th minute. Having handed the captaincy armband to Ben Davies, 33-year-old Son was welcomed off the pitch by backroom staff substitutes before he took his place on the bench, resting his head in his hands as he fought back the tears. Obviously, there's more to it, but honestly, it's a hard one to take, man. It's Sonny. I don't know if you've not seen my last video yet, but when the likes of Harry Kane left, obviously past players before, like your Bells, etc., they left. I'm not gonna lie, it hit me, but with Sonny, it's hitting me differently. I literally can't tell you what it is, what effect it's having to him, or why it's doing this to me. Is then again, I can pull it down to, like I said, not only was he an outstanding, phenomenal football player who started his career at the age of 10, would you believe it? But he's just an incredible human being, one of the nicest guys you could possibly ever meet. Had time for absolutely everybody, you know what I mean? But it's gonna take me a long time to process this one, and it looks like he's leaving England altogether and flying out to the MLS and joining Los Angeles. So, you know, we will find out more in the coming days. But another little roundup. Sorry, I should have said another little roundup. Got a little bit about his career. So 2016, obviously Son joined in 2015 from Bayer Leverkusen out in Germany, and I'm going from 2016-17 season. He was a Premier League runner-up. Obviously, that was thanks to Pochettino and the other boys there. 2018-2019, we all know that one. Champions League runners-up, so another runner-up. And again, another runner-up in the League Cup. This was 2020-21 season, and obviously 24-25 season. It finally come to him and all of us. A trophy, our first trophy in 17 years, our first European trophy in 41 years, the Europa League. And he can finally call himself a champion. He deserves it. He deserves everything that gets put in front of him. He deserves the absolute best. So his time at Tottenham, 173 goals in 454 games. Again, I think I said in my past video, he was our 4th all-time goal scorer. He's actually our 5th, if I remember rightly. So, yeah, I do apologise for that if anyone's actually seen that and gone, hang on a minute, he's our 5th, not our 4th. The Sonny and Kane duo partnership was, again, the best. It had to become. It's got to be. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, please, in the comment section. But they are they're first on the leaderboard for that duo, I'm sure of it. And obviously, from 2015 to 2025, 10 very, 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 very good, loyal years of brilliant service. Look, I know his past 2, maybe 3 seasons weren't the Sonny that we originally had, but you know, I'll put that down to obviously age creeps up. It creeps up to everyone. Injuries as well. You know, you've only got to look at the management. He's seen so many players, management come and go. Yeah, he stayed with us. He stayed with us through thick and thin. Like I said again in my past video, he could have left. He could have left before Kane left. He could have left when Kane left, but he didn't. He stuck with us through thick and thin. Seen so many ups and so many downs with us. And like I said, and I keep saying it, and I will say it again, you've got to hand it to the guy. You've got to hand it to the guy. And look, I wish Son Heung-min all the very best with whatever comes his way next. And like I said again, we will probably find out in the next coming days of his next chapter. But it's looking more likely he's going to be joining up with Hugo Lloris in Los Angeles in the MLS out in America. So we will see. And you know, it's all good things come to an end, as they say, and it does. But he's always going to be Lily White. He's always going to be Tottenham. And he's going to be an absolute legend of the club. And I just hope, and I'm not the only one saying this, I hope, because there's many other people that deserve this, but Sonny, my man Sonny, he deserves this. He deserves a statue. He deserves a statue outside the lane. And I don't want to see the board spending a transfer fee on a statue if that's the case, because they got money left, right and centre. Levy's got money in his back pocket, so far deep in his pockets, you couldn't even imagine it, honestly. But come on. If they're going to do one very good thing for Sonny, one last thing, give the man a statue. The guy deserves it. Heung-min Son statue outside the lane. Come on, get the ball rolling, man. Come on, there's I'm not going to name names, but there's a good couple of other handfuls of players that deserves a trophy. Deserves a statue. But Sonny, Heung-min Son deserves a statue, man. 10 years at a club. There's not many players in this day and age that stay at a club and stick to that club and be loyal to that club. Never. Hardly happens. And we're not ever going to see a player like Son in a Spurs shirt ever again. Guaranteed it. But yeah, man, that's enough from me in this video. But yeah, man, smash a like, have your say in the comment section. Please share, get subbing, all that nonsense. Come on. Yeah, man. Love and respect Sonny, and I wish Sonny all the best. I really do. And as always, up Spurs. Come on.